Good morning. All right, so we are up early because we are going to go. Oh, where are you? Look over here. We are doing a couple things this morning. First, we're testing out this new DJI RS3 Mini with the Nikon Z30 and a Viltrox 13mm 1.4. But more importantly, there has been a belted kingfisher spotting in this area. So I thought I would come down here and just walk the river and see if we can find something. Come along for the ride. I should point out it's -10. Shout out if you figured out where I am. I'll give you a hint. That's the Don Valley Parkway. Right there is the CN Tower. Kind of a popular thing here in Toronto. We're going down. By the way, this is the first gimbal I've ever bought. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but so far I'm loving it. Oh, hey, what do we got up here? This looks like it's going down pretty steep. And I don't really want to die today. Look at this epic scenery here. So for those who don't know, I posted a total of 3 videos. And I know they all suck. That's cool. One of them was a what's in my camera bag video, and you know, I got pretty excited about talking about my Wander Provoke, which by the way is a bag I've been using for years. And then my last video was I got a new bag. I just want to make sure it's very clear so that I don't get any of these hate comments. Oh, you used the Wander Provoke. Why are you switching already? I'm not switching. There is no switching to be happening. I'm simply using different bags for different purposes. I do wonder how stable this footage is. I'm literally holding it extended with one hand, pretty much just walking. This is officially the area where a belted kingfisher was spotted. So we're going to slow down, take a look around. Interesting fact, I have 2 cameras, or rather had 2 cameras, and I recently sold my Z7 Mark II, stupidly, in preparation to buy a Z8, assuming that it was going to be announced at CES, and it wasn't. Okay, note to self. I'm going to change gimbal setting to adjust aperture, not ISO, because I've been constantly tweaking the aperture as the sun is rising, and I can't push the ISO any lower. So right now we're at f4, 1/50th of a second, ISO 100. And I don't really like touching the camera on the gimbal because that puts pressure on the gimbal, and I don't know if that's going to break a motor or something fancy, not fancy. So that's my note to self, and I can't do it with my gloves right now. Once I find a spot to put this bad boy down, let's do that. Whoa. You got yourself sorted out there, bro? The weight of the camera and gimbal combined is roughly 1.6 kg. Okay, 800 grams for this RS3 Mini gimbal. And then the camera body, the Z30 is about 400 grams. Viltrox 1314 is about 400 grams. If you pass it back and forth between your hands every couple of minutes, I could easily use this for hours. Another interesting note is I have the USB cable plugged in from the gimbal into the camera, and this camera of course allows USB charging. It seems to be a bit problematic because it's eating up the battery of the gimbal, just trying to keep the camera charged. I guess that's a good thing and a bad thing. I just wish there was a setting in the gimbal to turn that on and off. Now I know there's a setting on the camera to enable and disable it, but this particular camera, I just charge it when I get home with a USB-C cable. So I don't want to have to go in there every single time. I just wish you could turn it off at the gimbal level. Yeah, I'm going to call this one a little bit of a fail. Of course, we got out for a bit of an adventure, which is nice. But absolutely no, I barely even got to the river. And to see 6 birds that I identified, 6 mallards, it's kind of weak. Yeah, so I'm gonna head back to the car and call it a day. But other than not finding the Belted Kingfisher, I will say I have absolutely enjoyed and had fun using this gimbal. There, that's fully extended with a 13 mil, so that's about 19 millimeters full frame. How far away am I? And of course you're kind of pointing up right now, which is a bit weird, but whatever. I like this setup. I don't even need to have the camera flipped out facing me because, I mean, I know you're pointing at me and it's wide enough that I gotta be in frame. All right. One last beautiful look again. I just keep stopping to enjoy the sunlight. Chasing the light. That's what we should all be doing. Sunshine is good for the soul. Feel free to leave a comment, like, but subscribe please, and feel free to give me an idea of what you want to see captured in the Toronto area. I will talk to you later.